and welcome to Nikki How. Today I'm going to tell you about how you can change your life by changing your mindset. So let's get started with this. Long time ago, there was a mighty and well-known king. An artist once went up to the king knowing that the king was a great admirer of art. He requested the king to give him a blank wall in his kingdom, how he could paint it and use his creativity to please the king. Just then, another young man walked up to the king and he too wanted to show his creativity. He requested the king to give him a wall exactly opposite that of the first artist. He also promised the king that he would make an exact similar piece of art as that of the first artist. The second artist asked the king to put thick curtains between both of them and to also keep guards who could monitor their activities and make sure that they were not cheating. They started off with their work, and the first artist used different colors of paint and different kinds of brushes to make his masterpiece, while the other artist simply used a piece of cloth and a bucket of water. After a month, the first artist, followed by the second artist, went up to the king and told him that their painting was ready. First, the king went on to see the painting of the first artist. He was absolutely mesmerized and was in complete awe of his painting. He had made a beautiful piece of art with different colors and geometric designs created upon that wall. The king was very pleased with the first artist and he was in love with that piece of art. Then the thick curtains were drawn apart to see the painting of the second artist. And to everyone's surprise, it was an exact replica of what the first artist had made. Every line, every color, and every design completely matched what the first artist had created. The king was amused and he gave the second artist double the amount of what he gave the first artist. Out of curiosity, the king asked the second artist that how did he manage to make an exact replica of the first painting even though he couldn't see it. The second artist said that he simply cleaned the marble wall every day until it shined and sparkled and it was transparent enough for the first artist's beautiful painting to reflect on it. So our mind too is like that marble wall. Until we don't clean our mind and remove all the negative emotions like insecurity, jealousy, sadness, anger, we can't really welcome the good things to reflect upon our mind because our mind is already polluted and there's no space for any good thing to enter it. So before I can go ahead and tell you as to how you can actually use your mind positively and have a positive mindset, change your life and mold your mind to make it beautiful, you actually need to get rid of those negative emotions first. I know it's easier said than done and it's really difficult to let go of those negative emotions and to stop overthinking about those issues and problems in your life. But the solution to this problem is not that complicated as it seems to be. The only thing that you need to actually do is just let go of the thought, let go of the negative emotion or the thought when it hits you. To just completely ignore it and let that thought dissolve and not pay much heed to it. For example, if you're getting too worried about the future, so whenever the thought hits you, don't try to not think about it. Because when you're trying to not think about something, you're actually thinking more about it. So when that thought hits you, when that worry about your future just occupies your mind and you can't get over that thought, so just let the thought flow. Don't exercise your brain when that thought is coming into your mind. Just let it flow away and it will slowly with time and with practice dissolve. So after you've detoxed and cleaned your mind of all those negative emotions and now that you're waiting for the goodness to enter, let's go and look at the things you can change about your life by changing your mindset. The first thing that you can change about your life by changing your mindset is your perspective towards life.
From them so many who always say, the world it is, with their eyes they gaze. The same world, the same eyes, then why a story they different cry? For some it is a paradise with shiny stars and a full blue sky. Then why do others call it so, an ugly place to dump and die? For running behind your illusionary eyes is the reality of your faithful mind.
So how you look at life from the eyes of your mind is how life is going to be for you. I agree that life has its ups and downs and they have these jerky speed breakers on the way. But trust me, there is one good thing at least which is happening with you every day. Or there's a blessing that has come your way which you have taken for granted. So now it's up to you. If you want to crib about your life, be a thankless person and make your life a living hell. Or if you want to appreciate life, be considerate about the tiniest good thing that comes your way. If you choose to count your blessings, if you choose to appreciate the people in your life and make your life a beautiful paradise to live in. It's all in your hands and it's all in your mind. There is a better perspective for everything. For example, the glass being half full or half empty. So you need to train your mind to even look at your life from a better perspective. That will just help you to feel so good and positive from inside. You will love your life, you will appreciate your life, and you'll always have peace of mind. The next thing you can change with your mindset is your perseverance and strive towards your goals in life. You know, there was once a merchant who used to sell clothing, and to conduct his trade, he used to travel from one city to another. He was always disappointed with the progress of his business and he was never satisfied with the fruits of his work. He always expected more than the efforts that he put in. For example, if he would put 50% efforts, he would expect 100% results. He used to always compare himself with other merchants and be jealous about how well they were doing. One day, the merchant was traveling for work from one city to another. He was passing by a village and that time he felt really thirsty and stopped by a small house and asked for some water. While the man in the house went to get him some water, he saw a big, huge elephant tied to a tree with a rope. The elephant was strong enough to get rid of the rope and set himself free, but he was not doing so. And the merchant got very curious about his behavior. When the man came back with the glass of water, he curiously asked him that the elephant was strong enough to get rid of the rope, but why did he choose to stay tied up to the rope? The village man said that when the elephant was small and when he got him home and tied him up with the rope to the tree, the elephant wasn't strong enough to set himself free. He tried a few times and then gave up on his freedom, and till date he believes that he cannot get rid of the rope. The elephant now believed that this is something he could not do and he wasn't capable of setting himself free, and hence he gave up on his freedom. The elephant was at loss just because he didn't try enough and he didn't try again. The merchant got a great learning lesson from this. He realized that his business wasn't doing as great as they expected and as great as those of the other merchants was because he wasn't pushing himself enough. He wasn't pushing himself out of his boundaries and recognizing his capabilities. The merchant realized that he lacked the effort to try again and try harder and to push the boundaries of his mind and explore the new possibilities. The limit to which you can achieve and grow has a direct correlation with what you plant in your mind. If you allow your mind to work for you and rather you don't work for your mind, you can win over the world. And the last thing that you can change about your life by changing your mindset is willpower. Your mind is like water. It doesn't have a form, and what you mold it to be, it becomes like that. Like how you can push the boundaries of your mind to achieve your goals and to strive for more, in the same way you can even control your mind. Great sportsmen who won dozen medals for the country have been able to achieve so much just because they disciplined their mind. Or if you see a student who has come first in class, they were able to control their mind from distractions and they were able to push their mind to study and work hard. Or even a person who's on a diet, they control their need for that tasty food by controlling their mind. So your willpower is nothing but the extent to which you can control your mind in order to gain success in your goals. I loved making this video by adding in stories and sharing my poetry to explain my point better. Hope you guys liked to hear it as much as I liked to share it with you all. Do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and do subscribe to my channel for more such considerate advices. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.